Some roommates borrow your toothpaste. Others steal your clothes. But mine, he stole something much worse. He watched me sleep. He followed me off campus. And one night, he took me to a place that doesn't even exist anymore. What started as an awkward semester in dorm room 313 turned into a waking nightmare. It was the first day of college at Southridge University. I was assigned to room 313, a corner unit tucked away at the end of the hall. Quiet, out of the way, exactly what I wanted. After my family dropped me off, I spent hours unpacking. Nobody else came. It was just me, and a weird silence that settled in the room like dust, until just after 6 p.m., when the door creaked open and stepped Kevin. He didn't speak, didn't nod, didn't even look at me. He just walked to the other bed, sat down, and stared at the wall. After a moment, I tried breaking the silence. "Hey, I'm Mason. You must be Kevin." He nodded slowly, didn't smile, didn't offer his hand. Instead, he said softly, "I don't like touching." He then opened a beat-up black laptop, clicked play on a file, and began watching some grainy black and white footage. No sound, just flickering lights and blurred motion. It looked like security footage of stairwells and people walking through doors. He watched it like it was a movie, silent, unblinking. That night, I went to bed early, hoping things would feel normal by morning. But around 3:17 a.m., I opened my eyes, and Kevin was sitting on the edge of his bed, facing me, watching me. His eyes were wide, glassy. I whispered, "Kevin?" He didn't move, didn't blink. Only when I turned on my lamp did he finally flinch. "Sorry," he said quietly. "I was thinking." I didn't sleep the rest of the night. The next morning, my phone was dead. I had plugged it in. I was sure of it. But the cord had been unplugged and laid carefully across the room. When I looked around, Kevin was gone. No sign of him. No sound. Later that afternoon during orientation, I spotted him, but not like I expected. He was outside, crouched behind a bench near the science building, just watching people. He wore a grin that didn't reach his eyes, like he was enjoying something only he could see. At one point, a girl tripped near him. Kevin reached out, not to help, but to touch her ankle. She flinched and walked away fast. I pretended not to see, but something deep in my gut told me he wasn't just weird. He was off. Back in the dorm that evening, I walked in and found him at his desk, staring at his blank laptop screen. Nothing playing, nothing open, just the glow of the black screen on his face. "What are you doing?" I asked. Kevin smiled, his first real smile since I met him. He said, "I like the glow. It keeps them away." I asked, "Keeps who away?" He didn't answer. That night, I sent an email to the housing office. I asked to be moved to another room. They replied, "Transfers take 3 to 5 business days." I'd have to survive the week. The first tap came around 2 a.m., a soft, rhythmic knock. 3 times, then a pause, then 3 again. Kevin sat up and whispered, "Don't open it." I stared at him. "Why?" I asked. "They know I'm here." Before I could even ask what he meant, he turned away. I got up and opened the door. Nothing. The hallway was empty, except for a single post-it note stuck to the bottom of the doorframe. It read, "You're not supposed to be in this room." I looked back at Kevin. He hadn't moved. Over the next few nights, the tapping returned. Same time, same pattern, same silence. One time, I peeked through the peephole and saw the top of someone's head, bald and unmoving, just standing still. When I opened the door seconds later, gone. Some new friends invited me to a party off campus. A frat house, one I'd never heard of. When we pulled up, it looked abandoned. Graffiti, broken windows, but the music thumped inside like a heartbeat. When I walked in, it was all men. No laughter, just low whispers, shuffling, and a stale smell of sweat and beer. I had 2 drinks. Then a guy handed me a small shot glass. He smiled too wide and said, "That one's for the real party." I drank it, and the next thing I remember, I was in a dark room. Concrete floor, flickering light bulb, and a figure in the corner, standing still, just waiting. It was Kevin. He stepped forward and whispered, "You made it. That's good." I tried to scream, but everything blurred. Next thing I knew, I was outside, lying in the grass behind the house. My hands were dirty. My shirt was torn. The house, completely dark. I ran back to campus barefoot, terrified. When I got back to the dorm, Kevin wasn't there. He didn't show up the next night either. Campus security later told me that frat house was condemned. Hasn't been active since 2019. I never saw Kevin again. Not on campus, not in class, not even in the shadows. But sometimes, in the middle of the night, I still hear the tapping. Faint, measured, patient, and every now and then, I see a post-it note slide on my apartment door with the same message: "You're not supposed to be in this room."